Hi everyone, happy Friday. So this video is actually coming to you quite a bit earlier than I expected on doing it. I ordered some fur from AliExpress and it got here super fast. Like a lot of my friends have ordered from AliExpress, specifically this one person, they said usually it comes within like 2 to 3 weeks, sometimes a little over a month. Understandable, it's coming from China. But mine came within a week, so not sure how that happened. But yeah, you guys will be getting this a lot earlier than what I anticipated. So as I just said, this is an AliExpress order. I'm reviewing more so the seller rather than the website. AliExpress, if you don't know, is a Chinese wholesale website. And a lot of stuff on there are like cheap knockoffs. So be very cautious when ordering from this site. Normally, I don't normally order it. I've only ordered a couple times and I had bad experiences. But a lot of my friends who are also makers have ordered from the seller and only said good things about them. So I went ahead and I ordered some stuff. I got about 11 yards of different furs, mismatched between them all. I do have swatches right here to show you guys. As far as I know, this seller does not do swatches. I did not find any listing for them. I do have to order some more fur, so I'm gonna ask them and I'm gonna send them a message and ask if they do swatches. If they do, then I will go ahead and make a new video on the swatches I get from there. If not, then I can't. So I'm gonna go right ahead and start showing you guys what I got. First of all, the seller I'm talking about is Linda Wholesale. I'll have the link to all 3 listings that I bought from in the description box below. For basic things you need to know, all AliExpress, the quantities, when it says like one quantity, usually we think that's 1 yard. They actually sell in half yards. So quantity of 1 means you're getting half a yard. Quantity of 3 means you're getting a yard and a half. So be aware of that with the prices. On average, per half yard, it's about $18 to $22, meaning it's going to be about $30 to $40 some dollars per yard. So do be aware that this is more expensive than the fur that you get in the US, but there's a lot more different varieties and colors that are not typically available in the US. So our first listing I'll be going over is I have it pulled up right here, so I'm sending you the exact right information. Oh, another thing about this seller, they do free shipping to the US, so you don't have to worry about shipping. So this is the rabbit fur, and for the rabbit fur, I got 4 furs, and I only got half a yard each because I wanted to see what they were like because I have not ordered from them, and this specific fur I had not gotten before. The next listing we go over, I will tell you I have used that fur before. So first up is the rabbit fur. So here we have the rabbit fur in what is called a green. It is actually more of a mint color, closer to blue than green, but it is a very nice mint. All of these furs, I'll show you the colors and I'll go over the specifics. This is the light yellow, which is just a nice pastel banana yellow. Then you have the standard yellow, which is more of a gold orangey color. And then this is just what they call blue. And this is more of a turquoise, kind of goes with the regular shag teal, but not really. So all 3 of these furs are very much beaver fur in length. They are a little bit more fuller and poofier than beaver, the standard beaver black and white that I've talked about in my last video. They're very soft, they're very smooth. They all came in great condition. The only thing I will say is the backing. The backing on these suck. They're not as bad as Tissaville, which I know I'm saying that wrong. I apologize. It's not as bad as that, meaning if you look at it, it doesn't like immediately fall apart. Cutting it was very easy. Didn't have any issues with cutting it, but you can tell that if you don't seal this correctly, it is going to just fall right off and shed. So you are gonna have to seal this correctly by sealing, like I went over my last video. I will do a whole tutorial on this since a few people did ask about it. Sealing is just locking the edge, whether or not it's typically you don't want to do that because it doesn't always look right, but you can just do a stitch like that and over edge the top. So yeah, the backing itself is very smooth. It's not really scratchy. It's silky. It's kind of like more of like a stuffed animal. Like if you ever ripped a stuffed animal and you like felt the inside, that's kind of more the backing that it has. But yeah, so just be aware that the backing on these aren't favorable, but they're not the worst I've ever used. I was going to do a shaving demonstration for you guys to tell you how easy or how hard it was to shave these, but I forgot both of my razors need new blades, so I can't do that. But yeah, so once I get new blades for my razor, I will update you guys on whether or not these shave well. They feel like they're going to shave fine, but you never truly know until you actually shave them. Okay, so for the next fur is going to be the imitation rabbit fur. So this will be the second listing I have down below. So first off, I'll go with the colors. I got a creamy white. I don't remember. So this, specifically, this was the bad part about, the only bad part about this transaction is that the seller didn't label any of what these were called. And unfortunately, I got a lot of browns for commission. So I can't give you the exact name. I will have to go back into my order form and like compare as best as I can. But since it's not a English manufacturer, I doubted if they labeled it, it would have been in English anyways. But that was the only bad thing, is these are not labeled. So the bright colors, I can easily tell you what they were, but all these browns, I can't really give you a definite answer. So a creamy white, which I know that. And then I got this color, which it compares a lot to beige, shag beige, and the beige mink, not really honeybone. And then this guy, he compares a lot to the Cubby Brown Rust on CR Crafts, as well as the MM Fox Rust. It's a slightly like more reddish tone, but it could go into a full suit with those two furs without any issues. Sorry, fur. And then this more darker brown. So the good things about these fur is all these furs, they compare a lot to teddy fur. They don't have as stretchy of a backing, and they seem about the same fullness. They're not coarse like teddy fur is. They are much more softer. The issues I had with this fur, which I don't blame the seller, all four of these four, well, the next fur as well, they all came heat damaged. So heat damage basically means when the fur is in a shape, and then when it gets heated, it will retain that shape, so the fur itself gets a little wavy. It's not a huge issue to fix. It's kind of easy. I can do a tutorial on how to fix heat damaged fur. I know there's a lot of tutorials out there, but sometimes it's easier to have a video tutorial on how to do this. It will be a little annoying because for the one fur and this white fur, I got a yard and a half of it. So I'm going to have to fix a yard and a half of it, which is going to take like an hour to 2 hours. So just be aware that that could happen. It's the middle of summer. Like, I don't blame them because of the heat. They can't control the heat. They can't control how it was shipped. The beaver furs did not come with any heat damage. They were all perfectly fine. So I think it was just the longer pile of these guys. That's the reason it happened. So with these guys, they have a nice backing. I've used this fur before. I used this fur on the last commission I had. It's got pretty much a standard backing that you would find on any shag. It's the nicest backing out of the three that I got. It feels like teddy, so I have a feeling it'll shave fine. But like I said, I can't do experiments until I get those new razor blades. So yeah, these are all good quality. Just the heat damage, unfortunately. Last fur that we're going to go over is the high grade mink cloth, is what it's called. So this is going to be the third listing that I have down below. And this is what it looks like. Once again, this guy did come really badly heat damaged, which like I said, I can fix easily, but that is something to be aware of if you're ordering in the summer. This backing is a lot like the Tissaville, I don't know how to say that. Someone tell me how to say that because I know I'm not saying it right. So it's got a woven backing, meaning if you're a newer maker, you might want to try on something a little cheaper than going for this right away, just so you know how to handle this type of backing. It's not impossible. You just have to end it properly. Like I'll do a tutorial on that. So yeah, so this feels exactly like Tissaville does. I'm assuming it'll shave as nice as Tissaville will. Tissaville is not the most fun to shave, but it's not terrible either. So yeah, this one, this is D20. So these guys don't actually have numbers. These are actual like letters and numbers. They don't have a name. I only ordered one from this listing, so I know which one that is. So this one's D20. This one is 44 a yard, which is the same as the teddy, and the other one I think was 38 a yard. So yeah. Okay, sorry for all the cuts. Elk said I rambled a little bit too much in the last video and suggested I do more cutting and editing of when I start to ramble. So that's what I'm trying to do. I apologize for the last one being so long. Anyways, I have not dealt with the customer service part of this. I will be placing another order before I go to Japan, so I can update you guys on how that all goes when I do get back, because I am going to be messaging them, just asking about the swatches, if they do swatches. So yeah, that's about all. I've had friends that have dealt with their customer service, like messaging them, and they all said that the person behind the account was wonderful. So I'm going to go ahead and say this was a very positive experience. I do suggest them. These furs, like I said, they're going to be more expensive than what you can find in the US, but there's a lot of different colors. There's more pastel colors, which are very hard to find in the US. And overall, it's going to take the same shipping-wise, time-wise, as like a normal American company. It got to me really fast, but my friends that have ordered for them do say the standard shipping time is 2 to 3 weeks. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you would like any other specific tutorial videos, I know someone asked about a sewing machine tutorial, which I will be doing once I get back from Japan. But yeah, just leave the comments down below or DM me on my professional account, whichever you guys feel like. I will be silent for about a month because I am leaving on Wednesday for Japan, and I will not be back till middle of October, and then I will try to push those videos out before I leave for Michigan. I'll be in Michigan for about 2 weeks for a con and visiting some friends, so you'll probably get some more vlogs then as well. But yeah, thanks so much for watching. Make sure you hit the like button down below and subscribe if you want to, and bye!